Hi friends, Radhika Ravikumar here. In this tutorial, we'll see an Informatica scenario of separating the duplicate and non-duplicate records to separate tables from our source. So here you can see the source where it is having a header and it is having few records of some repeating values. So by making use of these values, we are going to sort these values and then separate the duplicate values to one target and the non-duplicate values to the other target. So finally the target is going to be 2. So coming to our Informatica, here already our mapping is ready. You can see it here. So it's very simple. So just drag and drop your source. So source qualifier will be there. In that you can see only header is available. So then I'm taking this as my the source is a flat file. I'm making use of a transformation here, sorter transformation, in order to sort my the file before sending it to the aggregator. So first I'm making use of a sorter transformation, and once you expand the sorter transformation, if you go to ports, you'll be able to see that I've checked the key and I'm going to sort it in ascending order. So then after sorting, just make sure that you're making use of an aggregator transformation. Send the header to our aggregator transformation. Once you expand the aggregator transformation, if you go to ports, you will be able to see only header. Make sure that you're creating another port called total count, so that you're getting the total value of the header from from the just say count of header, and make sure your group by is checked, so that it will be just the way how you make use of a group by in your SQL query, right? Same result will be given when you check this group by in your aggregator transformation. So after that just send the same to your send these results to your router. In the router I will be creating a group where I'll be saying this total count should be greater than 1, and the default one, let it just go to the another. You must be knowing how the router and filter works, right? So whatever doesn't satisfy this condition will go to the default group. So I am going to send this total underscore count to one file and the remaining records to the other file. So when I say total underscore count should be greater than 1, that means duplicate records will be going to one file, and the original, that is non-duplicate values, will be, that is the default one, will be the non-duplicate record that will be going to the other one. So you can see our source underscore dupli one, this is also a flat file. So that I'm sending the duplicate records to source underscore dupli one, and the remaining, that's default, is nothing but non-duplicate records. I'm sending that to another record. So after this, make sure you are setting up a session, creating a proper task and all, and I've already created those things. Just go to mapping. In the source, make sure you are giving the, as my source is a flat file, I'm giving the proper path and the file name, so that you can fetch the values from the respective file. Then in target, make sure where you want your file to be present, and header option, if you want the header to be fetched from your file, then you can make it as output file field name, or else you will be getting an empty header. Then here I'll just change the name to, this is going to be our duplicate value. So, and source underscore dupli 2 is going to give us the non-duplicate, right? Non-duplicate value, non-duplicate value. So apply, okay, then save your session and just right click and say start task. If you go to your monitor, Informatica workflow monitor, you can see how the mapping is running. It succeeded. Now if I go to my desktop, two files will be created, duplicate and non-duplicate. You can see it here. Duplicate is having the a and b, that is what was the duplicate values present in my original or source file, and non-duplicate values are in the other file. So this is how you need to create a mapping in order to separate the duplicate and non-duplicate records. Hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial and it was useful. I will come up with more Informatica scenarios. If you want to know any of your interview questions based on Informatica scenario or anything related to PLSQL, then do mail me. I will create a video based on that itself. So keep supporting me, and thank you very much for watching.